Welcome back, my gardening friends. Well, it's cold, and I hope you all are keeping safe, keeping away from flood water, and hopefully the flood water hasn't reached your valuables, houses, etc. Our allotments, it'll go away. A lot of our allotments are built on floodplains, etc., so we just have to accept that. But I just want to get a few little jobs done. I haven't got long, but in the description it will tell you how long I've been here and what jobs I've got done, or should I say, you'll see what jobs I've got done. Managed to get 2 more bags of manure. It might not seem a lot, but every little bit counts. And I've been given inspiration by others about making more compost, manure, etc. That I'm just going to up my game a little bit. I'm going to investigate my last source of the hops, spent hops, so I can add that to it. So I might have bins that I can just keep adding a few different ingredients. So I'm going to see if I can get that sorted. More journeys. Our time doesn't cost anything, it's just the transport. Keep this dry because I want to cut all the carbon out of that. Keep the dumpy bucket in there as well. Right, I need to harvest the juices from this now. This is in an IBC, or part of an IBC. You'll see the bottom of that shortly. Everywhere's frozen solid, and there's all sorts going on, but under here you can't see is the valve, the on-off valve. I've just turned that off because I can't reach it else. But this is the material that we get out. I think there's been a little bit of contamination of snow that's blown in, but it won't hurt. I'm a devil for not actually harvesting this regular enough, and then it overflows. But this is an excellent activator. That'll do for now. Turn that back on, and then I can put this ready to go on the leaves. So hopefully I'll be able to get some leaves out now. I'll just show you underneath there. Might be at a funny angle. So there's the bottom of the IBC and the on-off, and that just drips away as the manure starts to decompose. But if you've got manure on your ground, then it just seeps away into the ground. And I live next to a cemetery, and we don't want to miss out on all that runoff. So my last 2 bags of leaves are here. They've been covered up, hopefully they're dry enough. So I'll get this onto the barrow, and we'll see you up at the leaf bay. I need to work harder, I'm getting cold. So as I'm adding the leaves, I'm trying to add what I can. Cardboard does a great job. I'm going to nick some more out of the blue barrel. It isn't closing. Because we need to keep it plenty of moisture. This is what got contaminated. And Mrs. K will know exactly what I've been up to. bit wetter at the bottom and frozen. I hope this just gives you a little bit of inspiration just to pop up your allotment and do something that doesn't relate to digging or anything else. I've got my cool job winter gloves, thermal gloves on. Links are in the description below. There's now 24 of those bulk bags in there, just one left to do. It'll have to sink a bit more hopefully, or else I'll have to climb over it with my 17 stones worth of body. You may be getting bored of seeing me put leaves in there, but how do you think I feel? I'm having to do it. But by gum, I'll reap the rewards in 2 years' time. So this is my green manure. It's a mix of green field beans, clover and winter tares, and I'll normally chop and drop everything. If you have green manure, you ideally need to make sure it's chopped and dropped, covered before it flowers, because it's drawn all that nitrogen out of the atmosphere. So we're all doing our bit. The odd weed. Not many. Not going to waste this, he says. Always too cold to mess about. I'm just going to top this off now with some of the latest compost find that we had. This is the cocoa koi with the added perlite. As I've said previously, I haven't seen this before, but it's all compost that's dumped unscrupulously by the cannabis growers, and there might be a fly tip site near you, but definitely don't poach on my ground, guys. I've got a big bed with some green manure in, but I'm trying a different method with that. "22-litre bags they are." So we put about 40-50 litres on there. And of course, you can use your homemade compost. Use cardboard, sheep's wool, whatever you want to cover that green manure. Not going to trail it today, guys, because my fingers ain't very warm. But I'm getting a bit of a sweat on now. It is cold out. This is my big bed of green manure, exactly the same ratio, and I think I'll do that again if I can get the seeds cheap enough. But I'm just going to wait till I harvest all the Brussels sprouts at the other end. And they're still looking good, even though the caterpillars really tried to annoy me by eating everything. But I can now move on to the wood chips. I've just checked the bags and I should be able to spread them all right. That'll be a nice few things done within an hour on our allotments. A little bit of pause and record. Oh, we've just got time to bore you a little bit more. nice thin layer just to make it nice to walk on. Well, I hope I've given some of you some inspiration to do a little bit. I've spent just under an hour now. I've just had another call to say the gritting's going even earlier, so I've got to make tracks and probably miss my tea. If you've liked the content, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Don't forget the comments. What have you been doing? That might give inspiration to others and myself. And join in with those comments, give those comments a thumbs up. And why not consider subscribing? And obviously the like and dislike. YouTube loves it. So do I. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now.